Hey there everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to look at sequence words, or some people call them linking words. So why do we use sequence words? We use them to make clear instructions. We use them to signal events in a story. We also use it to signal a beginning, a middle, and the end of a story. We can use sequence words when we're talking in a formal situation, such as when you're talking to your colleagues, when you're giving a presentation, or you're in a meeting. But the most common way to use sequence words is in writing. We use them in university papers. If you're going to do an IELTS exam or a TOEFL exam, you need to be using these sequence words to show that you have an advanced level of English. The great thing about sequence words is that you don't have to think about the grammar. You just say the sequence word and you continue with your sentence. There's no need to memorize different grammar structures when you're using these sequence words. Just put the sequence word and your sentence. Well, let's get looking at all of the sequence words. In this video, we're going to divide the sequence words into three different categories: the beginning, the middle, and the end. In the beginning, the most common sequence word is first. All beginner students know that when you're giving instructions, you say first. But there are some synonyms that we can use that sound more advanced, that give the reader or the listener something different to listen to, keep them interested in what you're saying. So let's look at some different words we can use to begin a sequence. First of all, at first. Initially. To start with. To begin with. In the beginning. Let's give some examples about plants. I have lots of plants in my garden. I like working with them, so let's listen to some sequences using plants. First, you need to cut the stems back. Initially, the plant will start off very small. At first, there won't be any flowers. To start with, you need some good soil. To begin with, you need to mark off the area for your plants. In the beginning, it will look like it's not very full. In the middle part of the sequence, we have lots of sequence words that are common in the beginner's classes, such as then, next, later, or after that. We also have other words that are more advanced that you can use. Afterwards, at this point, meanwhile, during this time, or subsequently. Let's continue with the plants to have more sequences. Then you need to pinch off the flowers. Next, you clean up all the leaves. Later, the plant will grow really big. After that, you dig a big hole. Afterwards, you will enjoy all your hard work. At this point, you need to water it thoroughly. Subsequently, the plant will flourish in the sun. Meanwhile, throw some fertilizer in there. During this time, it will appear that it's not growing too much. The final part of the sequence When you're in a beginner's class, they usually just say finally. This works, but obviously there's some more words that you can also use, such as eventually, in time, in the end, ultimately, or lastly. And to finish the plant theme, finally sit back, relax, and enjoy your garden. Eventually, it will grow so big that you'll have to cut it down. In time, everyone will compliment you on all your hard work. In the end, this garden is yours. It doesn't matter what other people say. Ultimately, you won't have to water it anymore. Lastly, you'll have butterflies and birds all throughout your garden. So sequence words are very important. They help keep order in your story. Use these different ones because the reader or the listener don't want to be hearing all the time in all of your stories. First, then, next, finally. Give some variety. Use some synonyms to help you sound even smarter than you already are. If you've enjoyed this, give this a like and subscribe while you're at it so you can keep getting more videos and to help increase your English vocabulary and your grammar and your knowledge. For ESL Success, I'm Kevin and I'll see you next time.